experience to deliver optimal solutions that is being tailored to your enterprise needs. I head the research division of CAS, and at CAS Research, we operate with a lot of integrity and transparency, and that's the very core of our research. With a wealth of multiple years of experience, CAS Research has ingrained stringent policies and standards at its core. We have been creating research purely focused on technology, creates an environment where neither clients nor vendors can sway our research. And here we are now with a detailed breakdown of those industry-wide reports related to healthcare, oil and gas, retail, insurance, so on and so forth. So guided by our world's best practices, we maintain objectivity in ensuring clients cannot purchase research coverage or favorable opinions. Our dedication that empowers us to hold parts, exercise full control over our. I head the research division evaluation and CAS Research. We operate. Wanted to let you all know that there's been a lot of, and that's the meticulous planning and activities that, with a wealth of multiple years of all our research, CAS Research, just to ensure that engine and policy will not be compromised. We have been creating. We purely focus all the time on qualitative information rather than quantitative data, including proprietary insights to inform that we come up with the right kind of data points for you to take any decisions. The advantage of relying on with CAS Research will be you will get a comprehensive insights into the latest tech trends customized to your business needs. We can arrange strategic consulting sessions. You'll be a part of our event, when we do the research readouts. You'll get the early market predictions and also access to our expert network. So with this, I would like to conclude and hand it over to our lead research analyst, Shoaib Chowdhury, who will take you through the deep dive of today's webinar, which will actually focus on one of the industry. And from here onwards, please do thoroughly enjoy the session and do share your feedback. We look forward to working with you very closely. Our deliverables are designed to empower your business with the knowledge and strategies that needed in this digital age. So looking forward to work closely with each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for joining us for the unveiling of the Middle East IT Industry Foresight's 2025 Hospitality Edition. I'm Shoaib Mohammad Chaudhry, Lead Research Analyst at CAS Research, and I'm delighted to walk you through the findings from one of our most forward-looking studies to date. The hospitality industry is undergoing a major transformation, and technology is at the center of the shift. From smart rooms to predictive analytics and immersive guest experiences, hotels are evolving from service-based institutions to intelligent experience hubs. Our research engaged decision makers from across the region, that is the CIOs, CTOs, CMOs, and digital transformation leaders. And today's presentation aims to decode how their strategies are shaping the hospitality of tomorrow. Let's begin with a snapshot of our respondent base. 68% of the respondents were male and 32 female, indicating a gradual increase in diversity with tech leadership. The majority of responses came from Saudi Arabia, 31%, UAE, 29%, followed by Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, and other parts of the Middle East. This gives our study regional representation, capturing insights across both mature and developing hospitality markets within the GCC. This wide representation adds credibility and balance to the regional trends we'll explore. Importance of technology in guest experience. Now let's assess how important technology really is in the eyes of hospitality leaders. When asked about the importance of technology in enhancing guest experiences, 81.8% respondents rated it as extremely important, 13.6 as very important, and 4.6 as moderately important. This clearly signals that digital tools are central to today's service models, not just supportive. Moving on, we try to understand the technologies that they employ to personalize guest experiences, out of which 90.9% respondents voted mobile apps for booking and services, 59.1% self-service kiosk check-ins, 45.5% IoT devices for room customization, and 40.9% AI-driven chatbots for guest assistance. Going ahead, we try to understand the utilization of data analytics for revenue optimization. And when asked if they are utilizing data analytics to optimize pricing and revenue strategies, 49.2% of respondents said that yes, they're doing it extensively for revenue optimization. 38.5% agreed to do it to some extent for pricing adjustments, while 12.3% are yet to adopt it but are still under consideration. We also try to understand if they have implemented AI driven solutions for upselling and cross selling service to guests, to which 25.9% respondents said that yes, but it needs improvement. 23.7% agreed and also said that it's effective, while 33.3% have not yet implemented it but are still considering it. We also try to understand of how often do they analyze and adapt revenue strategies based on data insights, and 66.7% respondents said that they regularly do it, that is on a weekly or more frequently basis. 23.8% do it monthly, while 9.5% said that they do it quarterly. Going ahead, speaking of operational efficiency and management, we try to understand different aspects of operational efficiency and management through AI, machine learning, and data security, where we found that 45.4% agreed to leveraging AI for machine learning for predictive maintenance and asset management. 15.2 agreed to do it, but also highlighted that it needs improvement. 31.6% are still under considering this, while 7.8% have no plans to do this. We also try to understand how the hoteliers ensure data security and compliance in their hospitality IT infrastructure, and 57.9% of respondents said that they do it through robust cybersecurity measures and regular audits, while 42.1% do it by basic security measures. Further in the report, we try to understand the marketing and guest engagement of the hoteliers in the GCC region by understanding the adoption of virtual reality, augmented reality, the importance of technology in this future, and the social media and digital marketing technologies for guest engagement. While exploring adoption of AR and VR, we asked respondents, are they exploring or utilizing these technologies for guest experiences? And notably, 61.9% considered it but are not yet implementing it. 9.5% actively explore and implement this technology of AR and VR. 23.8% have no plans to do this, while 4.8% are still unsure about it. We try to understand the importance of technology by asking how vital do they consider technology in shaping the future of guest experiences within the hospitality industry. And 85.7% extremely agreed this to be a vital for future of the hospitality sector, while 14.3 agree to be very important but not critical. To understand the social media and digital marketing technologies for guest experience and guest engagement, we asked the respondents if they are utilizing social media and digital marketing technologies. And 47.6% said that yes, they use it extensively for guest engagement, while 47.6% are doing this only for the marketing purposes. Based on these findings, we came to a conclusion and a forecast which highlights that AI, artificial intelligence, and IoT will overshadow guest experience personalization. By 2025, AI driven personalization will become a generic expectation rather than luxury. Contactless and automated services will become industry norms. Hotels will increasingly shift towards mobile check ins, automated room controls, and contactless payment methods, reducing dependency on human interaction and enhancing convenience and hygiene. Cybersecurity, on the other hand, will become a top priority in digital hospitality. 2025 will be defined by data driven, artificial intelligence powered, and hyper personalized hospitality. hotels that prioritize technology advancements, security, and customer centric innovation will progress, while those slow to adapt risk losing market relevance. Before I wind up this, I would like to give us mention a special thanks to our research team who've been working on this report, doing their work endlessly and relentlessly, and also to all the contributors who've been a part of this survey and helped us gain insights from all over the GCC region. A huge thanks to you guys. And I now open the stage for our panel discussion that we will be having with two of our market expertise in hospitality sector. First up, joining us is Mr. Chandar Mohan Raina, Director of IT, United Developers WLL Doha, Qatar. Joining him is Yadu Vijayan, Regional Manager of IT for Gastronomics ME. Okay, so beginning with Mr. Chandra, I would like to ask how is AI reshaping guest experiences in Middle Eastern hotels, and what barriers remain in achieving true hyper personalization across the guest journey?
Hi, good morning, Shoaib. First of all, thank you very much for this opportunity. Uh, I have been, we have been waiting for this topic to be actually discussed over the years, and I think it's right time to address this. In fact, AI is reshaping guest experience in Middle Eastern hotels, although it's a bit delayed from other regions of the world. But yes, it is reshaping. First and foremost, if we talk about personalized communication, AI-driven chatbots handle inquiries in Arabic, which is most important in the region, English as well, and in other regional languages also. This offers 24/7 assistance across WhatsApp, across websites, across mobile applications. Pre-arrivals and stay-in messaging adapts to guest experience and loyalty history and also cultural norms. So that's one of the advantages. If you talk of the rooms wherein the guests actually stay, okay, we have smart room controls and IoT integrations across many hotel brands now. Voice assistants, for example, like Alexa for hospitality, in-room tablets and guest control lightings, temperature and entertainment systems using natural language commands. So these are one of the some advantages wherein guests can benefit, and the hotels as such, the brands can benefit from AI personalization. We also talk about dynamic pricing and upselling. So AI analyzes demand patterns and bookings behavior to present tailored offers, whether it be a particular brand or across competition as well. So these tailored offers could be of spas, these could be of room upgrades, these could be of late checkouts, etc. in hotel industry. And next, what we think of is predictive hospitality. AI predicts guest needs using historical and contextual data. For example, frequent travelers receive express check-ins. The families are offered kids friendly amenities, so on and so forth. Also, loyalty systems are evoking to deliver experience-based rewards, right? And if we talk about now there are barriers to achieving true hyper personalization. I was always of this opinion in the region that technology might not take over human touch, because human behavior and human personalization in the region is still of top priority, especially with cultural sensitivity and data privacy. I think AI maturity and model localization also plays a big role. Many AI tools are developed for Western markets primarily, and require localization for Arabic language, customs, and behavior. So I think these are some of the major points that we need to address as well. Also, if you talk of technology adoption and cost, there are certain brands, there are certain hotels wherein budgets are a big barrier, and it's not easy from transforming silos systems to modern AI AI trending systems. So that's also one of the barriers for hyper personalization.
Oh, great. Thanks, Chandra. That's very elaborately explained. And moving on, I'd like to speak to Mr. Yedu that with the shift towards contactless service and mobile payments becoming the norm, how are hotels balancing guest convenience with data privacy and security?
Good morning, Shad. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak. So coming back to your question, so this is as you can see, right? Like normally, like currently, what is happening is like most of the hotel industry, even if it is restaurants or hotels, they opt for this contactless payment. Like we have so many things like such as Apple Pay, Google Pay, and there are QR codes, inbuilt on the hotel, so you can tap and pay. So no, mostly most of them are insisting to have a contactless payment. So now, when you come to contactless payment, there are issues like how do you make sure that there is proper secured, it is properly secured, and there is a data privacy for the guest. So for that, I believe we would have to have some a robust encryption on whatever the systems or whatever the languages we create on these QR codes or any other tap and pay devices. So we have to implement a strong encryption language, strong encryption techniques, and and of course when you scan, when you tap to pay, there are certain details of guest which is being collected. So those storage also need to be properly encrypted even if we are collecting data, right? So there are certain, I've been through there are certain systems where once you pay, there are certain some kind of details are being collected from the guest. So you'll have to make sure that it is according to your data privacy, right? And as my colleague has mentioned, we there are AI generated features also available. So the AI features, what it does is basically it utilizes certain algorithms, right? So when you utilize certain algorithms, we can prevent any kind of fraud detection. So we have to basically use this AI powered, softwares and systems, in order to avoid this kind of fraud detection. And most of what I basically believe is whatever we do, that your staff needs to be trained well. The hotel staff needs to be trained well of the do's and don'ts of a particular device. So even if a guest scans or tap for a payment, there are certain data which is being collected, or there are certain programs which is running on the background. So who are operating it, maybe it's a finance person or maybe it's a front office staff, they need to be trained well of the best practices and the cyber security best practices and the data privacy. And also, we have to give an option for the users to do a customizable privacy option. In most of the setups, they'll have to give a prompt of saying, there are certain needs, there are certain things which has to be make yes available, not available, like that. So these things, if we maintain well, we can make sure that the data privacy and security is properly managed whenever we are doing a contactless payment.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. And I completely agree with you that education and awareness with the staff is very important. And with that note, moving on to Chandra once again, I'd like to ask to what extent are cloud based property management systems and integrated IT systems transforming operational efficiency in hospitality? And what challenges do hoteliers face in full scale integration?
Again, a favorite subject. In my previous organization, I was so excited when I was leaving the previous organization, previous hotel brand. My last day ended with taking the PMS to cloud. So that was my last day, in fact, and I was so excited. But then I wanted to fine tune it, tailor it to the users' needs. But then I had to leave. Anyway, it was done. So we talk about transformation of operational efficiency. If we say first and foremost, that what comes to our mind is real-time data access and decision making. When cloud-based PMS systems, they allow us instant bookings, access to bookings, access to housekeeping, access to guest profiles across properties even. So when we have multi-property system, when brands have multi properties in the region, all these factors matter a lot. It also, since it's a real-time, data access, it also enables data-driven decisions on pricing, staffing, inventory. All those factors as well come into being. Uh, uh, so when we talk of cloud systems, especially the efficiency, increase, we talk about seamless integration across departments. Integration systems like PMS, POS systems, CRMs, even accounting as well, right? And it reduces a lot of manual input and duplication. This is what is the need of the hour as well, and we have already witnessed this change in systems in hotel industry as well. uh, Second most important thing is seamless operation from front desk to back office to maintenance. So since it's a chain, it's a circle, wherein operation starts with front office, back office, and then maintenance and rest of the support departments as well. So it could be a seamless operation as well. Then what comes to our mind is automation and labor efficiency. So check-in, check-out automation, keyless entries, AI chatbots improve guest experience while reducing labor overheads. So this is also one of the important aspects these days, especially when it comes to costs and budget allocations. So these parameters are of utmost importance these days. Staff can be relocated at higher value tasks. So if an automation is done, and when for example, if a staff was kept to give away the keys, since it is an automated key system generation, this staff could be given a higher value task. So efficiency of staff can increase in that case. Then we talk about scalability and multi-property management, as I mentioned it as well before. Now, cloud platforms support easy expansion and centralized management for hotel groups. And as I said, we have witnessed this over the recent times. In fact, earlier also we used to have multi-property systems, but then they were not on cloud. So we used to have point-to-point VPNs across properties, but then now things have streamlined. We get unified guest profiles and loyalty systems across locations. This is one of the important factors that enhances guest retention. So that's very important factor as well. We also think of improved guest experience, personalization. If we have guest data across brands, across properties, when we have real-time service requests can be improved, and that improves the satisfaction and reviews. Now these are the factors that we say they can transform operational efficiencies. But at the same time, that was always one of the favorite topics when we used to meet here, all the IT managers or IT directors of the hotels. So we used to talk about best practices. We used to talk about key challenges in full scale integration. So what will happen and what are the challenges that might come up. My first very very important discussion point would always be legacy systems and compatibility issues, because we used to be on premises, old systems, and the interfaces with the new systems was always a challenge. So many hotels, we know, still they use outdated on-premise systems that do not integrate well with modern cloud tools. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge in itself. I know many hotels here in the region, in the country as well, who have already done the transformation, but then still there are on-premise systems that are a big challenge. Another challenge I would say is high upfront costs and ROI concerns. As good as when you're buying a vehicle and you buy a diesel vehicle and then versus a petrol vehicle. So petrol vehicle is always less in cost when we invest first, and then probably high running cost. Wherein it's the opposite for a diesel vehicle. It might be high in investment at the first time, and less running cost. So similar thing is similar thing can be said in this case as well. So although cloud systems are lower long-term costs, but initial investments and migration expenses are often seen a barrier. So stakeholders, owners, especially who are these mid-sized hotels, they have this challenge of allocating budgets costs. So this becomes a challenge as well. Now, data security and compliance risk. This is also one of the important factors. Hoteliers must ensure that cloud vendors comply with GDPR, PCI DSS, and other data regulations, because utmost important is the data, guest data. So that has to be taken care of. When you talk of new systems, when you talk of cloud systems, there is a resistance from people to adapt to new systems. We talk about the staff using the new systems. That can also be a challenge, and training and support are often underestimated in rollout planning. So those parameters have to be taken into consideration so that this becomes a successful rollout eventually. Also, what we think of is vendor lock-in and integration limitations. So proprietary platforms may restrict interoperability with different cloud systems. So as I said, the old legacy systems need to be changed at one time so that they are compatible with third-party apps. Also, one of the most important factors is the internet dependency. A cloud PMS requires stable connectivity, if not a higher bandwidth, but a stable connectivity. That's what is the need. This is a weak point in the region with poor infrastructure. So some of the areas wherein probably there could be internet issues in terms of stability. Those things are of priority. And of course a challenge, a challenge in achieving high efficiency. So I would say cloud-based PMS and IT integration significantly improve efficiency, scalability, and guest satisfaction in hospitality. But adoption is always hampered by cost, legacy systems, staff readiness, etc.
Thank you, Chand. Thank you. That's really well put. Especially all the challenges that you mentioned. That's really well put. Thank you for that. And then moving to Yadu once again, I'd like to ask, what are the most effective strategies for reducing online travel agency dependency and boosting direct bookings using AI-powered revenue optimization and loyalty programs?
Yes, again, and people like end users like us, we would always, prefer to do, an online travel agency booking. In fact, not doing a direct booking. Why? Because basically we intend that there are offers. There are certain special prices from them, so people are opting to do booking directly from the travel agencies. But how do we reduce these dependencies from the and make sure the users are going to the direct booking is basically through a dynamic pricing. How we do a dynamic pricing is basically by analyzing the market trends, like what is happening, like is there any seasonal things are happening, is there any event coming in. On that basis we would have to do a kind of dynamic pricing that needs to be structured well in the booking system of the hotels. So and then also obviously we have to check out your competitor pricing, and the demand patterns, and we'll have to basically optimize your room rent in real time. So this will help users to attract on the direct booking rather than going to an online travel agencies. And now also we have to build basically a better CRM in order to do all of this factors. So basically hotels will have their call centers, their reservation system, whatever they have. We have to collect those details, those data of the guests, and inbuilt in a strong CRM system. How we when you inbuilt those CRM system well and it is managed well, what we can do is we can basically do a marketing. We can do a personalized marketing. You can analyze. A particular guest has came in this time. This is his preference. This is the time he travels a lot. Those kind of details you will get. So if we get those details, what we can do is we can send them, the marketing strategies, personalized marketing, saying that, hey, I know there is a, we are missing you. There are certain things, you're traveling here. Why don't you check out these rooms? So these kind of personalized marketing we can do, right? And we have a CRM, we know his preference, we know his basic behavior. So kind of that we tailor a campaign, and send it across to the guest. And under the CRM itself, what we can do is we can manage certain loyalty programs. On the loyalty programs, if a particular guest is basically coming every time, so let's give them certain loyalty programs, like let's upgrade their room, when on the next visit or after certain visits, some discounts, some personalized experience. Some we have to incentivize the guest so that he will make sure that it's better to book directly on the site rather than going to any other agency, so that I am getting incentivized with these kind of strategies like loyalty programs. I'm a part of those programs. And it again, last but not least, I would say the UI, UI UX of whatever the booking system when a hotel is made. So this has to be very, seamless. We like when you are booking it, on a few clicks, uh, the booking needs to be made, and and also easy navigation has to be there. Make sure that the payment is secured. And also, if even if there are certain issues, there has to be a real time support. It shouldn't be like that I booked it, I have an issue, I'll have to wait for some time, so that a real person can help me. Not like that. There has to be sorry, there has to be a real time support on the booking engine. So if we make sure these patterns are followed correctly, I'm sure like user will be customers or end user will be more attracted towards the direct booking rather than going on online agencies.
That's great. That's great. Thank you very much, Yadu. And then finally moving to Chanda for the last question for Chanda. I think this is one of your favorite topics that you'd like to discuss. That what role does predictive maintenance powered by IoT and artificial intelligence play in elevating operational excellence? And how can hotels justify the return of investment on such investments?
As you rightly said, first, we talk about role of predictive maintenance in operational excellence, and one thing that comes to our mind is reduced unplanned downtime. IoT sensors these days are playing a brilliant role in operations across industries, and hotel industry is not anymore behind. IoT sensors monitor HVAC systems, elevators, laundry systems, kitchen equipment in real time, and AI predicts potential failures before they actually occur. So this allows timely interventions, right? And it minimizes disruption that negatively impacts guest services, right? Then we talk about cost efficiency and resource optimization. Avoids costly emergency repairs and overtime labor, because if at all predictive maintenance is done, we don't come across these incidents. Then we talk about shifts maintenance schedules from calendar based to condition based. So this is very important these days, and it's across industries, not only in the hotel industry. We should actually learn to adapt this. It's not calendar based, it's condition based maintenance, maximizing asset lifetime. So earlier it used to be like we used to call it what preventive maintenance, right? Now we talk about predictive maintenance. So that's the difference here. This increases the lifespan of equipment. We also talk about energy efficiency and sustainability. And as we said, real-time monitoring of energy usage helps optimize systems. For example, HVAC systems, lighting systems. Early detection of inefficiencies lead to lower utility bills and carbon footprint. This is also one of the important factors these days across industries, hotel industry as well, to reduce carbon footprint. And in fact, CSR activities are done as well to lower the carbon footprint, and what best could be achieved with predictive maintenance. This also enhances guest satisfaction. If you have well-maintained facility, well-maintained rooms, this reduces negative service incidents, for example, cold showers, broken ACs, so on and so forth. Quite functioning infrastructure improves reviews and brand loyalty, because there's a chunk of guest percentage that comes in. They want to be in a quiet atmosphere. They want to make sure that they relax, they come for their leisure time. It automatically improves your reviews and brand loyalty as well. So when we have data-driven maintenance strategy in place, because historical data enables better capital planning and vendor negotiations. So we know there is an equipment, there's a machine that needs XYZ parts, and based on its behavior, based on the data that was the historical data that was taken from it through the IoT devices, you can well negotiate with vendors on the maintenance, etc. AI models improve over time, increases prediction accuracy and reliability as well, right? Now, you talk about ROI justification. So ROI justification, we can actually divide it into two factors. One is tangible, one is intangible. So when you talk of tangible ROI metrics, the thing that comes to our mind is reduction in equipment failure rates, 30 to 50% lower breakdown incidents, decrease in maintenance costs up to 25 to 40% compared to reactive maintenance, extended asset life, which I already mentioned, deferring capital replacement costs, so your capex reduces, energy savings, 10 to 20% drop in HVAC related energy usage as well. Improved occupancy and guest satisfaction scores due to uninterrupted services. So I remember I need to give this example here. Once in our property, our swimming pool was under maintenance, and it was a sudden decision that this was sent under maintenance, and of course the guests checked in, and then they asked for a swimming pool, and it was under maintenance. So they were already not happy. They did not score as well, and that was one of the factors. We did not get a good score that time. So obviously, if these things are taken care of, so you improve your occupancy, you improve your guest satisfaction scores, right? And this can only be done because of uninterrupted services. So we need to take care of those factors as well. Then we talk about intangible returns. Okay, brand differentiation through reliability and eco-efficiency, employee productivity. We talk about less firefighting, more planned tasks, regulatory compliance as well via audit trails and system logs. And if we conclude this and say predictive maintenance, when implemented strategically, enhances service reliability, reduces costs, and supports sustainable operations, right? And of course, it improves your guest experience.
Thank you, Chandu. Thank you very much. And finally, moving to Yadu for the last question of this panel, I'd like to ask how can emerging technologies like VR and AR be practically implemented to enhance guest engagement without overwhelming operational workflows or marketing budgets?
Yes. On my previous topic, I have mentioned about the booking system for guest direct booking system. So there is a way whereby you can add a VR tool on the reservation platform of the guest. For the hotels, whereby there we can offer a virtual tour. Whenever somebody is booking a hotel, there we can offer a virtual tour of hotels, and their amenities, and a realistic review of what to expect. So once those kind of features we can easily add on the systems on the booking system, this will be effective, and there will be a booking and effective decisions can be made by the end user. So we can add kind of virtual tools to the booking system. This is one of it. And second to thought of is basically interactive room features. Interactive room features such as whenever you are walking to a hotel, you're staying in some place, there has to be a virtual concierge services, and through their smartphones, they can access certain information about the services, about the local places to visit, the attractions, what to expect outside. Those kind of features we can inbuild, easily accessible through a phone or any other easy devices, which may not affect a budget of the particular hotel. So those kind of things we can do, and we can also make sure that if we rightly implement the VR, we can train the customers, train the staff. Train the staff for their training and their onboarding. So that if you train them well using these tools, the customer experience can be go high. they would be able to, if there is a group of hotel is operating and you have a VR feature available on the training itself, even if they don't go one location to another, they will be able to see what is available on your next chain or on your next group. So those kind of features we can effectively add if we add this VR features, right? And also maybe a booking system or a loyalty program. We on a hotel system where you make a mobile app and you add certain AR features, we can also enhance the guest experience. Through their smartphone or tablets, through a mobile app. Those kind of features if we add, we can make sure that the guest experience are properly built and they will properly rate us on the basis of this. So yeah, these kind of things if we implement, we'll make sure that the guest experience and the guest engagement are properly managed and properly done.
Thank you for the opportunity. That's what I can say, and looking forward to seeing you one more time.
Thank you so much, Ravi, and it's nice to meet you, and nice to meet you, Chandra, also.
Yedu, yes, I want to get in touch with you, and it's our first meeting today, and thanks a lot. Good to know you.
Yes, thanks a lot, and probably we'll see you also. Yeah, take care and have a great day.
Sure, thanks a lot, Dava. Thanks a lot.
Thank you guys for joining us, and it's a pleasure to have you both on this panel where we discuss about the future of hospitality. So that winds up our panel discussion for the hospitality sector. And once again, a huge thanks to Chandra and Yedu for joining us and sharing their insights with us. And also a huge thanks to everyone who's been present on this platform for this webinar and being a part of this webinar and this launch of the Middle East IT industry Foresight's hospitality sector. Huge thanks to you guys. Thank you very much.